Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the world of proteins, and specifically, why animal-based proteins are considered more bioavailable and complete compared to plant-based proteins. Now, if you've been wondering what that really means and how it affects your nutrition, stick around because we're going to break it all down in simple terms. So let's start with what we mean by bioavailability. Bioavailability is basically how well your body can absorb and use the nutrients from the food you eat. When it comes to protein, animal-based sources like meat, eggs, and dairy are more bioavailable, meaning your body can digest and utilize them more efficiently than most plant-based proteins. Take an egg, for example. It's considered a complete protein. What does that mean? Well, complete proteins contain all 9 essential amino acids that our bodies need but can't produce on their own. Animal proteins, like eggs, fish, and beef, give us all of these essential amino acids in the right amounts. Now, plant-based proteins like beans or lentils are great, but most of them are what we call incomplete proteins. This means they're missing one or more of those essential amino acids, so you'd need to mix and match plant foods, like beans and rice, to get the full range of amino acids. It's not impossible, but it requires a little more thought. Another big factor is how easily our body digests these proteins. Animal proteins are highly digestible, which means your body can break them down and absorb the amino acids quickly and efficiently. This is measured by something called the Protein Digestibility Corrected Amino Acid Score. Yeah, it's a mouthful. But it basically tells us that foods like eggs, chicken, and milk have a very high score, meaning they're super easy for our bodies to use. On the other hand, many plant proteins contain anti-nutrients, like phytates and lectins, which can block protein absorption and even interfere with other nutrients. This is why you might need to eat more plant-based food to get the same amount of usable protein you'd get from a smaller portion of, say, chicken or fish. Now let's talk muscle building for a sec. Animal proteins, especially those like beef, fish, and eggs, are rich in leucine, which is one of the key amino acids for muscle repair and growth. Leucine triggers muscle protein synthesis, which is essential if you're trying to build or maintain muscle. Plant proteins, while still useful, generally have lower levels of leucine, so they may not be as effective for muscle gain unless you're combining different sources. Don't get me wrong. Plant-based proteins can absolutely be part of a healthy diet, especially when combined properly to get all the essential amino acids. But if you're relying solely on plant-based proteins, you may need to eat a lot more variety and volume to match the protein quality and bioavailability of animal-based proteins. So, what's the takeaway? While both plant and animal proteins have their place, animal-based proteins tend to be more bioavailable and complete, making them an efficient source for getting all the essential amino acids your body needs, especially if you're looking to support muscle growth or recovery. And let's face it, who can say no to a good steak every now and then? Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more nutrition tips and food science explained in simple, easy-to-digest videos, pun intended. Let me know in the comments if you prefer animal or plant proteins in your diet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay healthy, stay strong.